Monday morning made Tom Sawyer miserable, as it always did. To him, the day was the beginning of another slow and tiresome week at school. He often thought the holiday only made matters worse, for the return to lessons after freedom felt all the more unpleasant. As he lay in bed, Tom considered his options. What if he were sick? Then he could remain at home and avoid school. He checked himself carefully, but found nothing wrong. Trying again, he imagined a pain in his stomach and grew hopeful. For a brief moment, the idea encouraged him, but soon the feeling vanished, leaving him disappointed and still bound for school. He reflected further. Suddenly he discovered something. One of his upper teeth was loose. This was lucky. He was about to begin to groan as a starter, as he called it, when it occurred to him that if he came into court with that argument, his aunt would pull it out and that would hurt. So he thought he would hold the tooth in reserve for the present. He remembered hearing the doctor tell about a certain thing that laid up a patient for 2 or 3 weeks and threatened to make him lose a finger. So the boy eagerly drew his sore toe from under the sheet and held it up for inspection. But now he did not know the necessary symptoms. However, it seemed well worth a try, so he began to groan loudly. But his cousin Sid, who was sleeping next to him, slept on, unaware. Tom groaned louder. Still, no result from Sid. Tom was annoyed. He said, "Sid, Sid," and shook him. This course worked well, and Tom began to groan again. Sid yawned, stressed, then brought himself up on his elbow with a snort and began to stare at Tom. Tom went on groaning. Sid said,
"Tom! Say, Tom!"
No response.
"Here, Tom! Tom! What is the matter, Tom?"
He shook him and looked in his face anxiously. Tom moaned out, "Oh, don't sit, don't joggle me."
"Why? What's the matter, Tom? I must call Auntie."
No, never mind. It will be over soon, maybe. Don't call anybody.
"But I must! Don't groan, Tom. It's awful. How long have you been this way?"
Hours. Ouch. Oh, don't stir, Sid. You'll kill me.
"Tom, why didn't you wake me sooner?" "Oh, Tom, don't! It makes my flesh crawl to hear you." "Tom, what is the matter?"
Sid said,
I forgive you for everything, Sid. Everything you've ever done to me. When I'm gone,
"Oh, Tom, you are not dying, are you?" "Don't, Tom. Oh, don't." "Maybe."
I forgive everybody, Sid. Tell them so, Sid. And please give my window sash and my cat with one eye to that new girl that's come to town. And tell her.
But Sid had snatched his clothes and was gone. Tom was suffering in reality now. So well was his imagination working that his groans had gathered quite a genuine tone. Sid flew downstairs and said,
"Oh, Aunt Polly, come! Tom's dying! Dying!" "Yes, don't wait! Come quickly!"
"Rubbish, I don't believe it." But she fled upstairs nevertheless, with Sid and Mary at her heels. Her face grew white too and her lips trembled. When she reached the bedside, she gasped out, "Tom, Tom, what's the matter with you?" "Oh, Auntie, What's the matter with you, child?" "Oh, Auntie, my sore toes paining." The old lady sank down into a chair and laughed a little, then cried a little, then did both together. This restored her, and she said, "Tom, what a scare you gave me. Now you shut up that nonsense and climb out of this bed." The groan ceased and the pain vanished from the toe.
The boy felt a little foolish, and he said,
Aunt Polly, it seemed painful and it hurt, so I never cared about my tooth at all.
Your tooth indeed. What's the matter with your tooth?
One of them is loose and it aches a lot.
There now, don't begin to groan again. Open your mouth. Well, your tooth is loose, but you're not going to die. Mary, get me a silk thread and a chunk of fire out of the kitchen. Tom said,
Oh, please, Auntie, don't pull it out. It doesn't hurt anymore. I wish I may never stir if it does. Please don't, Auntie. I don't want to stay home from school.
Oh, you don't you? So all this row was because you thought you would get to stay home from school and go fishing. Tom, I love you so, and you seem to try every way you can break my old heart with your outrageousness. By this time, the dental instruments were ready. The old lady made one end of the silk thread fasten to Tom's tooth with loop and tied the other to the bedpost. Then she seized the chunk of fire and suddenly thrust it almost into the boy's face.
The tooth hung dangling by the bedpost now.